Hello guys, Zanitor here, and welcome back to Cities and Coffee, where we play Sea Skylines and drink minimal amounts of coffee because I kind of forget to. But it's still here, still in the name, still the same cup. I probably should change out cups so at least like I'm not drinking the same one every day. But we just wash it every night, so and it's the biggest one we have, so that's why I always use it. Oops. Oh. Delicious. So in the last episode, we did all of this, our sort of mildly phallic, roundabouts. We have 4 roundabouts in the city now and all in the same spot, but it seems to be working fantastic right now, which is very, very nice. I'm very happy about that. So that's all fine and dandy. A lot of people still coming on that one, but there's a few coming in this way. What I'm thinking is maybe people going in for this to go into this lane, maybe out and around in that. I don't know. I could even edit it to be that, but then the people coming in through here for that would be awkward. Alright. Already thinking badly today, but that's fine. So we're going to go ahead and do our usual of just making it look a bit nicer here, without making it look too saturated, of course. No weather, please. Hopefully no tornadoes this time, but we did fare pretty well for what did happen last time. I don't think it could have actually gone any better than it did. So I'm not too angry about it. Not too happy about it either, but, you know, it could be worse. Did I put it into... I did put it into that. Put it there instead. What I'm doing here is I'm just trying to get it away from this park a little bit. You know, just to kind of help it some. We're still a little bit of ways away before we get any sort of oil or things like that. Obviously that's heavy pollution, so we might as well just go for this. In fact, I think it's less pollution to do oil. Hydropower plant, that will definitely be good at some point. And oh, okay, so these are new. I didn't realize that we had these, so I'll definitely be going to those. Which will be great. You know, I've not messed with like the hydropower plants and stuff like that before. Every time I have tried, I've ended up flooding my entire city. But maybe if I buy something back here and then do it and hope that it works out, we'll give it a try. So in this episode, I think what we're going to do, I said I was going to kind of tart this up and make it look nice. Which I will be doing. It's just I'm going to hold off just a minute while I kind of do some other stuff. But one thing I'm very tempted on doing is building, or not building, but buying our next area. And maybe over here. I really shouldn't, but I really want to mess with terraforming tools, which I've not done very much, which obviously means it's going to go terribly. But my thought is if I bought over here, I could make like a little, well, a lake, and maybe manage to connect it to the river, and, you know, have that as like a nice little area, and that can be like our touristy area with, you know, the water sort of areas. I don't know. It's a possibility. Yeah, this is perfect area to build, and I think we can mess with this as well, which will be good. But obviously we'll maybe try to finish this up a little bit first. And I also found out something else. You can click this and switch over. So there's different types of radios. Didn't realize that this entire time. You know, that would have been nice if I knew. I know not to do this one because it has copyright things in it. But yeah, there's a lot of different musics to choose from. I do prefer the Mars radio thus far.
This is Mars official radio.
Well, until that happens. That was a bit more intense than I anticipated. Oh, that might be too intense. maybe too much. How's this? There we go. Improvisation. I can't speak. You know, I was saying putting a little lake over there. I could put a little pond here and make it kind of look nice, but maybe I'll keep it suited for building for now, just to not make any issues, because knowing me, I will make many issues arise with that. So let's go ahead and I guess do just that. We could even have that, so there's a way through without having to go all the way around. And it keeps their coverage for like police and stuff like that a little bit safer as well. And then we can do something maybe off here. And branch it into here. And I think that's alright. That'll be good. So that is just fine with me. So I don't have all of this unlocked yet. That's 5,000. So this is one that I really like. It's basically just, yeah, you know, zonable pedestrian roads. So everyone just walks on it, and then, you know, some emergency vehicles can get on it as well, which is pretty nice. Yeah, promenades and stuff like that. So that'll be cool. You know, we'll make like maybe a little seaside, I say seaside, riverside area for that, riverfront area, I guess. And it could be fun. Possibly. But that's all covered, luckily, I believe. Was that covered? Yes. So this is going to be a whole lot of residential again. We're just going to pack as many people as we can in to try our best to kind of go up in the world here. Going to put that away for now. And build our city up, which we're doing pretty good, but we should be able to hit 5,000 population today, I believe. Or I do hope. I've been doing this all in the 4-lane. It's not exactly what I want, so I want to end that there before much more builds in. And I realize that's not touching, but there's a little bit of demand for this, so maybe I can get them in there. Maybe. I can connect it through that. I think it's okay. Yeah, it's connected up. That's good. So here we go. I can do a bit of this, which it might actually be quicker if I just paint it all in like this. Yeah. Considerably so, luckily. Sometimes if you don't paint fast enough, it makes awkward shaped houses, though. Which I think I've done. But that's fine. And yeah, I've sort of put them, a fair few of the houses off the 4-lane, but maybe that's not the worst thing in the world. Let's see, is this back to normal? There we go. I like classical, but this one's kind of nice as well. Maybe, yeah, maybe I'll just go and put them off the 4 lanes here as well. Try to maximize how many people we get in. There we are. And just in case we need any more industrial soon, there's some extra little spots. I saw the need just barely jump up for it. What's this here? Not enough customers. Okay. I guess it's maybe just because it's not as accessible as need be. Eventually, I hope to make all of this a tiny home village and, you know, move the industry somewhere else, which with this side, I very well could just move industry over here. But, you know, obviously work becomes a bit harder that way. And I'm just going to check something real quick, by the way. I don't know if it works in this or if it was a mod that I had at one point. No, I do not have it. Oh, wait, I can turn off random disasters? Yes, please. I really don't want them. That's one thing I really did not want in this, so that's great. But there was one setting I saw, but maybe it was when I had the proper a mod for it. But basically it made it where buildings didn't burn, so the forest didn't burn. But apparently I don't have that. Maybe I'll see if I can find that next time, because that would be pretty handy to have again. So yeah, I could move industry over, and I could, you know, sort of make this into a more advanced, you know, turn off that goes both ways, which I'm going to need to do anyways. I guess I could do that now, or maybe I should just keep my focus here for the meantime. And we do still have a little bit of space over here, which I could put industry over here. But I kind of like the idea of it being in its own little sector, you know, kind of farther away from this, but maybe I should build smaller instead of spreading out so much, which, you know, I think I've kind of talked myself into doing just so. So let's go ahead and, I believe this is just a normal old, it's a 6-lane. So I guess it would just be this one. Yeah, 6-lane road. So I guess we could just wrap it on around to here. that. So, I mean, it's not going to be that much more of a journey for them to have to go. And I actually do have a bit of an idea for the sewage. I don't know if it's going to work, but sort of like with my lake idea, have basically a place where just all the poo goes. Like just a hole. I don't know if that'll work, but I'll give it a go and I guess see what happens. It doesn't hurt to try. And with these guys, what I'm going to do is, I mean, this is, you know, it's a bit busy, so I think maybe I'll go ahead and make it where they have just a 4-lane road. Or maybe the asymmetrical will be a bit better. I mean, I guess, because I was thinking make it, you know, a little bit more room as they come in, and then make it only 1 lane as they're leaving. But maybe I should just have it symmetrical and make life easy. So we'll kind of go along this. Maybe like that for now. That can continue later down the line. And then something like, maybe I could do this grid-like a little bit. Just, you know, maximize space and all that. So something like this, which I won't do. I'll do maybe something like that, just so it's not quite as busy on this bit of the road. Oh, just a good spot there. So I think this could work in our favor to get a lot more business in. I could continue it there, but I think... Oh, there we go. We're a busy town now. So we actually have, yeah, tourism specialization, free yeah, we can do all these policies, which are great. They encourage biking. Definitely going to do in the tiny home area. Maybe even along with this, I don't know. Maybe a little bit later on, but that is really cool. And yeah, we've unlocked all the pretty roads, which is great, and the pedestrian roads, which is even better. And 4-lane road with bicycle lanes, so that is really cool. Be using a lot of that. But no, that's awesome. I'm excited to do that. Alright. This game is just, it's so good. I miss playing Cities Skylines all the time. Like, anytime I've not been playing it the last few days, I'm just like, I really want to go play it. It's all I've wanted to do. It's just not even a guilty pleasure. I have no guilt. It's just good. It's just a really good game. There we go. Maybe something like that. And we can go ahead and... and do something like this. With grids, we can sort of follow the road a bit better. Maybe make it like a, you know, a little neater, not have to use as much popping that way as well. There we go, that should connect, I think, and be all good. Yes, it is. So electricity, a big necessity over here, which is going to be just fine, which we're going to do off this road. We'll start it right on the corner, and before we get too far... Oh wait, we actually have oil now, though. Okay, so we can actually do that. And a geothermal. Okay, that has no pollution. 80 output. This is 120. What's this? 40. Okay, so geothermal, why not? I didn't even know that we had that. So we might be a bit over the top, actually, on the old power now. I could just go ahead and take this away, because there would be no need for the upkeep on it. Which I need to do this. I couldn't remember how to delete it there. And then I can move this. I'll keep it for now, just because obviously we're going to need a little bit of help to keep us powered while we're learning to afford these things. And then we can go ahead and just have a little cable that goes on over here. And we can go ahead and... How close is this getting to full? 40%. And this is 100%. Can I not... I guess I need the incineration plant, which I'm getting sort of close to, so that's good. It's not the worst thing in the world, so we're getting there. Does it cause pollution? It does, a lot of pollution. But I mean, we're gonna have industry over here anyway, so that's fine. So we can go ahead and, I guess just use this tool, because it doesn't matter where it goes, and put in a lot of industry. We'll let that fill in, and then we'll take away all of this. And while we're thinking about it, we probably should look into getting some buses going, because I think it's going to be beneficial for the area, of course. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter where the depot goes, as long as it's somewhere. I don't want to put it, like, you know, too close to housing. Maybe just here, because, I mean, it's not really hurting anything being here. But also, no, that's fine, because it can go around the roundabout and back out. That'll be just fine and dandy. So we're going to, I guess, yeah, start putting down some lines, bus lines. I'm not very good with these, but we'll do what we can. And just until we, I'd actually rather fill this in with a park instead of power lines, hilariously. Maybe a little tropical garden. Because I can always come in and make that look nice later on. Instead of having to just run some wires across. So, how's that going? It's going pretty good. And we can slowly start to delete this as the time is needed. We can just kind of take it away, maybe a little bit at a time, so they'll build over here instead. Not to like shock anything, I guess. We can go ahead and relocate these. And that's going to help tremendously, obviously. There we are. And while we're at it, go ahead and take away a bit more. I see that our services are needed here. There's nothing connecting this anymore, which is awkward. But that's fine, it should fix it. Yep, all good. Did I not? Okay, that's good. I think I can just take all of this away, and that it should, in theory, be okay. In theory. I'll do it slowly so I don't miss anything. Sometimes little things like to stay behind. There we go, and yeah, this area is losing power again. Yeah, we're gonna have to kind of just sparsely connect these. There we go. That's okay. Everything seems to be reconnected the best it needs to be. That doesn't even need to be there. This can eventually move once we get an incinerator. We'll just, you know, have it all emptied and everything. Which I'm wondering, if I empty it now, where will it go? Is it just going to here? Or is it going to go to the recycling place? Yeah, it's just going to here. Okay. I was kind of hoping it would go to the recycling. Yeah, I mean, it seems to be doing okay, I guess. And we can go ahead and, I guess, move this on over here as well. Put it on the main bit. There we go. And, yeah, so that's all connected. It's all beautiful, fine, and dandy, and all those above. And yeah, we have a pretty good amount of that. We'll be able to, once we can move this, when we hit 7,500, which we also may do this episode, we can go ahead and kind of switch everything over and hopefully make it less of an ordeal. That is a lot of very, very funny looking places. Okay, great. So, I'm trying to remember what I wanted to do next. I know I wanted to do that. I know I still need to do this up, which I guess now is a good time as ever. I don't know how I want to do this up. None of that, obviously, because I need this. I guess... Is there anything that would look cool in the middle? That's not like just abandoned things. Big rock? No. I mean, that can be nice, I guess. I forgot to look for the grass thing again. I keep forgetting that I want to do that. Yeah, I could place a bunch of trees, I guess. But I kind of want to make it a little more interesting. I really wish I had very, very large trees. But that's about the most I've got. Maybe something like... Oh, wow. Okay, that's very large suddenly. They're, apparently either giant or very small. Maybe I'll just fill it all in. Because I was going to try to make it, like, look all nice and everything, but only if they were even. This is obviously very randomized in their sizing. But that's okay. Luckily, having the rock in there kind of took a bit of the effort out because I don't have to get quite as finicky in the middle. There we go. At least there's something there. And then we could... Trash news. Beautiful. We could maybe have like a billboard on the way in. Neckbeard Comics. That's pretty good. But I don't know if I have a proper billboard. That's a roof ad. I'm not so sure if I have anything that's just a nice big billboard. Yeah, it's more something that floats off of somewhere. Oh, that's maybe good. You know, kind of some like billboards and everything as you go in, because that's obviously a necessity. You always see that in, especially American towns. It also says European, which, you know, maybe. I don't remember much in the way of billboards when I was in Europe, but could happen. So that's a relatively big size one. That kind of works because it does both sides. There we go. And then you can do... I keep clicking to the wrong thing. And then maybe have like... what do these look like? That's nice. And like some trees behind them. There we go. Something's happening, that's for sure. I was really hoping it would just start like kind of drawing them in, but no luck, sadly. There we go. Just like kind of filling them in there a little bit. Nothing too drastic, because I don't want to just be sitting here clicking all day. I mean, it is satisfying, all in all, but not the most interesting thing to watch. And I'm sure you've noticed, but I'm trying to edit these as minimally as possible, just so I can get them out, you know, on a normal occasion, instead of, you know, once every 3.5 years. But it seems to be working in our favor thus far by, you know, doing this sort of minimal editing, and I think it's been pretty good so far, to be honest. Like, everything's gone pretty well, and I've not really had any complaints in like enjoyment either, which is always awesome. Just click a bunch. I might go up to the billboard just because it makes a bit more sense now. The only thing is if this gets hit by something, but it shouldn't now. It shouldn't have like the random lightning strikes and all that, at least. There we go. I'll leave that mildly open because, you know, in real life, some visibility is good to have. So there's that, and then let's sort of do the same on this side. Might fill this one in a bit more. Go. And then this I don't know what I'll do with it yet, but I'll kind of do like what I did with the other one here. Just a little bit full. I did fill that with the other trees, which maybe I should have done here, but it's fine. I don't think I'm quite in the mood for clicking trees like I thought I would be last episode. I'm more in the mood of I want to build stuff. But that's, you know, that's also fair. But I'll keep putting these in here just to kind of fill it up and make it look a little less sparse even for the meantime. And then, you know, obviously when I get the tree brush, I can come through and make it even better. Because that's a really big thing to have. It's makes this a heck of a lot easier, that's for sure. There we go. And we'll come back in and get that a little bit more sorted out. Looks a bit silly, doesn't it? It looks very silly. But you know, it is what it is for now. So, oh, we have a traffic problem. What's going on here? Is it because this is a lot? It looks to be that way. So, this I didn't make a lot because I just didn't. Everyone's trying to get into this one bit, so maybe it needs multiple entrances. Just to make it a little bit easier. Maybe something like that. Maybe some people will go up there instead. Because what I can do, I can just make this a roundabout. Which is probably going to be what I'm going to do to end up trying to fix this. Make a roundabout over the river. Yeah, because no one's taking the outside still. I'll do that. So let's go ahead and get what we need here. We'll need... what are we using? We're using, I guess, 3 lane is what we need. Yeah. I'm just like checking in my head and making sure I've said everything, like done what I was going for there. So we could have... oh. Actually, I kind of have that. Maybe something more like that. Don't know why it wants to twist quite like that, but it really wants to. There we go. Perfect-ish. It'll do. That's what I'm getting at here. So we can have a bit that comes off here. And then we can have one that comes up to here. Which that, yeah, won't need a lot, which is good. And then that kind of
lights, camera, moving.
solves that area for now, I think. I have to obviously think that through a bit more. And then this can have... which again, I probably should be using this. And I'm going to asymmetrical this again because it seems to just be a better idea in general. Yeah, 6 lane asymmetrical. That needs to be the other way, I think. Maybe if I do this actually. Yeah, because I want them to come out onto the larger side because they can go to any lane from then or from that. And then the 2 lane going in is a little bit easier. And this can only go left. That's how I'll make it an only left lane at that point. And that might solve it. Possibly. I hope. It'll be something to see. Hopefully that works though. In my head, it's gonna work, but we'll see what actually happens when they start driving. Okay, so we got that. That should be fine and dandy. And the reason I made it more of an oval because I can maybe connect that to something else over here in the future. there's a lot of places when I've visited England, they have more, it's technically a roundabout, but it's more like an oval. Very, very giant oval. I forget what they call them, but I guess I would just call it like a ring road sort of deal. But we'll see how it goes. So there's a way out, which is good. And then a way in, which we're gonna mess with this a little bit. So we're gonna have, we'll just edit these nodes here. They can only go this way. And then on this one, we'll go for only this way. And then, yeah, this one can go there if need be. They shouldn't need to go that way, which should be working in our favor. And I also may... I guess it would probably be ideal to upgrade that to a 2-lane. Just mess up what we kind of just did. But that's fine. Because I'd rather work out better in the future anyways. So there. And that to there. And this. And then here. There we go. So that should work, I think. Pretty easy. And just yielding and everything there should be okay. Everything should be at a yield instead of an actual lot. We'll go ahead and make this where they only go to this or this and or this. And then here, this can only be a left turn. So that might fix what's going on. We'll go ahead and switch it back. Getting some frame drops, I do apologize. It kind of happens when traffic becomes an issue, I find. Okay, so... Oh, didn't mean to do that. Might have to mess with some settings in the future to make it less laggy. It's definitely not faster, is it? Alright, I could also make that where they still... I don't know why they're not using the 2 lanes still. Then yeah, that one going straight still. And maybe I could make this a lot here to kind of slow people down. That is a lot, isn't it? Yeah. Because it may need it, so this goes a little quicker, I don't know. But a light right outside of a roundabout is not ideal. There's probably something very simple to fix this, but I just need to figure it out. And maybe not having this would be more ideal, making this a one-way. Which I may do now. So let's go ahead and delete that. Go to the... Well, I guess it would just be this. Which I think we're using the 4-lane, yeah. Where's just the standard 4-lane? We're not using the medium, though. We're using something else, aren't we? Oh, there it is. So maybe... this, but one way. Yeah, going that way. See if that does anything for that. And then for this... I don't know. My only other option, my only thought process with this is just literally make another roundabout. But I guess I could just... That could also go straight, which may make people go less swirly there. Let's see. So it can go straight and also right. Maybe that'll make people go a little quicker. Or maybe not. I guess another thing is they're just getting stuck in this right lane because it's the only one that they bother with, really. which is a bit funny. I kind of would think that they would use, you know, their, obviously this is there for that reason. How's this? Let me see if I can get this set up to do this nicely. Then maybe they'll start using it if I do this properly enough. So that, and then this to here. Maybe they'll figure out how it works that way. There we go. Interesting. Very interesting. And I guess I could also go ahead and... why not? Might as well. It's definitely not as bad as it was before, to a degree. The only thing I can think is just throw another roundabout here, to be honest. Because they're so determined to stay in the sun. Is it because of this? No? Huh. Really don't know. I'm trying to see if maybe, you know, they're staying in it because, you know, up here they want to stay in the right lane. But, I mean, they should be smarter than that, you would hope. I don't know, let's see. Maybe if we do make this a little roundabout, we'll have some luck with it. So let's go ahead and, do I have like a, I don't have like a micro roundabout or anything installed, do I? No, I don't. Which is a shame, really. They're very handy to have. But maybe I can just make a little 2-lane one. It's probably one of the better ones made, really. And maybe, yeah, I can kind of just forego this. Redo this bit. Which that kind of screws up the whole aesthetic of it, but that's fine. It's a bit annoying that it can't just come off beautifully, but that should be okay. And as always, I can sort of sort that out so it looks a little bit nicer. Oop, didn't want to do that. There we go. And then for here, we'll just go ahead and do, can I just do like a straight piece from there to there? Is that too short? That's awkward. Might have to bring it back one. Let's go ahead and bring it out a little bit more though. Where's it at here? Yeah. So something like that maybe. And then
I pulled out my phone and listened to the very track we just heard. Didn't like it.
Maybe if I do road anarchy it'll help me. There we go. It's always a little bit better. The only thing I don't like is how that now looks. You know, a little bit awkward. No one really likes that. It may just have to work for now though until I can get the, because I can obviously just connect these areas like sort of later on with a little underpass or overpass, but for now obviously it needs a bit more something. Which I could do that actually now, I guess, to a degree. Let's see if this works. We'll go, didn't want to do that. we'll go back to this, and we're just going to try something here. I'm not sure if this is going to work the way that I plan. Go down like a little bit here. Then it can go up to there, because I can just take this away later on. And then maybe a little, it's like right under it, which makes it awkward, because I was going to try to connect it really quickly down. So what would that be? Well, that looks a bit awkward, doesn't it? Let me turn road anarchy off so it won't do anything that it wouldn't want to do right now. Yeah, I thought as much. Don't know if that'll do kind of what I'm looking for. Maybe. Oh crap. Oops. There we go. I mean, it's done something. I'm not sure if it's helped. I think it has, though, to a degree. More roundabouts seem to be the answer, and obviously this is busy as can be now. But that's just going to kind of be how it is, I guess. They're making it though, and it's pretty fluid, so that's fine. I won't even bother doing anything there, so it's just straight out, no problems. I don't even need that to be a two-way essentially. It can just be a direct route out now. There we go. I can actually make it the, well, no, 3 lanes just fine. There we go. So hopefully that'll solve some issues for now. I know it looks terrible, especially this. I really wish I could make this look a little nicer, but I'm not too bothered for now because obviously that can be sort of tidied up at any time and make it look all nice and pretty. So there we are with that. I guess next will be, we have a bit more demand for stuff yet again. I really wish we, were gaining, which we're not too far off, I guess, with getting new stuff. So how close are we to getting, like, okay, so 7,500. So we could, I think, start educating people a little bit with high schools now. I think one here wouldn't be amiss. There we go. And yeah, our garbage people can't get out now. I didn't think about that bit. Okay. This is a little bit awkward. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be cheaty. I'm just gonna straight up move this, which I've been trying to not do, obviously, because you usually can't. But I'm gonna move it just because I want to be able to do this, and I don't really care if it's like necessarily cheating because I'm just, I'm having fun with it. And we'll go ahead and bring this on out to here, maybe. Ooh, whoa, nope, nope, nope. Just literally wanted to do that. So they're able to come out, which might even be better because it may be actually working properly or more properly now. We can go ahead and mess with this as well. Which I might move this one as well because it's probably just doing that dumb thing where it doesn't work half the time. So might as well put them like more face to face, and it is full too, which isn't obviously going to be helping. But there we go. That's a wee bit better, I think. Not ideal, but it's better. And I think our garbage men can get everywhere they need to go now, which is fantastic. Yeah, they're all working, which it's nearly full, so I'm gonna have to build another one, annoyingly. So it means I'm just gonna have to put one back here anyways, which I shouldn't I can put it there because they can go through pretty easy. Because they can just use the roundabout when they need it. And that one seems to be working just fine, which is great. Okay. It's a bit of a journey, but we're doing it, and it's fun. I should have probably built this with like big old roads and everything, and maybe even a little less denser. But I'm hoping it'll be okay. I think it should be. It seems like everything should be taken care of. It's starting to fill up. That's fully full. That's full. But yeah, it's just going to take one bit to be able to do their job, obviously. So.
New apparel.
Nope. They start talking? Nope. Okay. So how are we? Yeah, everything's still connected, which is great. Okay. So the one thing I want to do, because of this pollution essentially, is I wanted to make a little area, which I'm going to just try here. Because it doesn't hurt to try. Well, it does, but I'm going to try it anyways. So I wanted to... Which way goes down? Is that down or up? I can't tell. Let's see. Okay, that's down. So I guess we don't need to go too harshly. We'll just do it slowly. I figured slower the better with this, really. But make basically a lake of sorts. Oh, and I have to get rid of some of the soil. Kind of forget that you have to do that. Cost a lot as well, jeez. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Okay. Try to make it just nice and deep here if I can. It's more like a crater right now. And we'll just kind of, I guess, spread it out through this area because it won't hurt anything really. And if I do it kind of quickly, it's not so bad anyways. There we go. Wow, that was a lot of money. Might be a foolish move, but I mean, we're gaining okay. We are losing people, which may not make it the best time in the world, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So, no, not softened terrain. How do I put water in here? Water structures, is it? No. Isn't there a waterway? Or do I not have that mod? Or is it like a mod that I don't have installed now? Because if so, I can eventually get a canal over here. That's not a problem. It'll probably go really poorly, but it's not a problem. Yeah, it looks like it may be maybe its own thing. Which is fine. Again, like I said, I can figure that out. But yeah, because where there was just like an easy water level sort of ordeal. What's all this? It's just like sand and stuff. Interesting. I have a bunch of random mods that I have no clue what they are half the time. But it's fine. So that'll be, I guess, for future use. I'll try to I'll start from like back here. So if I flood anything, it's not going to be in the media area. But let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and get some more people moving in here. Because as you can see, it's sort of going down. But this seems to all be okay. Everything seems to be moving to a fairly good degree. So that's great. I may, because I mean this is going to be part of the tiny house area. I may go ahead and link them up, which is something I've not done thus far. So I may use like right here. I don't want to be such a severe angle. No. Looks like severe angle's all I get. Luckily, again, we can sort of just maneuver it ourselves to make it a little bit better. So there we go. Hopefully that, that's another way to get through, which might make, if there's a little bit more happening here, hopefully that'll be fine. I think the reason this is so bad is it's everyone trying to come off here to get to the industry. Probably not having a proper outlet for that was maybe not the best idea. Let me not do it there, actually. I may have just deleted some houses. I did. That's the problem with the brush. Let me go and put them back, because I want to put the houses on the inside. And I am going to go and put them on the street just because I'm trying to maximize how much we have. I'll do it about there. So we'll see how much of the kind of necessity that feels. I'm going to put more commercial in here. Here we are. So this is doing alright-ish. And while we're at it, we can go ahead and go into here. Maybe put some maybe just put some paths in. Turn off this again, of course. Yeah, let's go ahead and make it this so it can be all easy. There we go. Beautiful. So nice little walking area, which should have people using it soon enough. Usually it tends to happen pretty quickly. And that'll be a little quicker way for them to walk down here to be able to get to other shops and vice versa. Quite hilly looking, but they'll do it. There we go. And over to here. So sort of connects that area up a bit better as well. I think this wouldn't hurt to connect, actually. Ugh, what did it do there? Ooh, wrong way. There we go. Right there looks good. Perfecto. And then that should be fine, I guess, for now. Forgot making that last time. Alright, so it's a little bit of a walkway for people to get through. I don't know if anyone's going to even use this yet. It's pretty empty as of now. Maybe. Bus stops. I forgot about this completely. We were going to do this, and then I got distracted by something. So we'll go ahead and we'll put them on the main bits here, but we'll make it nice so they can get around and make their way to work, which is obviously going to be quite good. Don't know how far they have to go for this. Okay, not too far, luckily. So, can do that, and then just go ahead and complete the line there. And we'll do one over here as well. We'll have it go through like the tiny village and all that. Then it can come back around to here. Make its way over to the industry. Over to here. And then we can go ahead and we'll just awkwardly link it back up somewhere. Maybe we can stop it off here. And then back to maybe here. And something like that. Why not? That'll work. Just sort of doing it as we please right now, making it work the best way possible. There we go. And yeah, so they need more people, obviously, which is why I'm trying to get them in there, make it a little bit easier for that to happen. And I wonder, actually, I was wondering about filling this up, but I guess in theory, couldn't we just, oh no, it actually just needs, oh wait, no. It had shoreline there for a second. Why does it work there? Does it just need a, like, steep slope? Could I do that? Like if I do like that? It's just... Here we go. Get rid of all that. Because I'm sort of making a shoreline, I guess, to a degree. There we go. So with this, in theory, work. And then we can go and just put a... There we go. Give it its own windmill. Okay. So that's something. I don't think it'll overfill either. Maybe. I don't know. We'll come back to that and see what happens. If it looks bad, we'll delete it, but for now, I think we're okay. Alright. Jeez. What's been happening? How are we on the health? We're okay, but it could be better, I guess. Capacity on that's fine. Probably could use like a place over in, maybe just over in here. We'll just replace it here. Because they need a bit more. They need a bit more over here, and this is our posh area, so we definitely need to be good. So we'll put in a medical center. Yeah, over here we're going to need, definitely need a fire station. They're struggling with jobs. I don't know if it's because it's overeducated or if it's just one of those times where they need more people, or because there's a lot of factories after all. It might be a thing of just needing more people, which in that case I can try to help with that. What I'll do is I think I don't know. I'll figure it out. But for now, I'm going to have to end it there. I just realized I've been going for 57 minutes, which whoopsie. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I've got some other stuff to record today, so I probably won't be doing... I don't know if I'll be doing another cities today, but we'll see. I do have things on my mind to do. But in the next episode, we'll try to get more population so we can get this like fitted in where there's enough jobs or enough people for the jobs that there is to do. We'll try to figure out something with that. I just realized there's a coast there, so I want to go out that way. That would be really nice. And yeah, in the meantime, we're going okay. Everything's, you know, money's still going up and all of that. We should unlock offices and all that good stuff next time as well. The population's shooting back up a little bit. And we'll try to fill in, I guess, as much of this square as we did have before. And we'll try to get these moved over. I could even just cheat them over, which I may do just because there's, you know, it's obviously quite a severe thing right now. So I might just do that as we speak, just to make life easy. So something like that. And then we'll try to get rid of these as soon as possible. The shorter time that we have these, the better, obviously. So that can be like, put them there sort of side by side. And yeah, we'll get that sorted out in the near future. But how are we looking on this new one? How is it getting? 40% full already. So yeah, incinerator cannot come sooner right now. But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you have any comments of what you want to see me do. This seems to be filling up a poo, and thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.